welcome to Cooking on the Farm. These are two of our newest members. We have several actually. Blue collar, that is Noah, and this one is Harley. Hey, we just got a bunch of organic soil for our garden, and let's go to the garden and show you what we've been doing this past winter. All right, so we have moved from our garden, so that dirt pile is 15 feet that way. So what we've done here is we put cardboard down, which we got from a local wood stove store in our area. They just have a dumpster and you can go get as much cardboard as you want. Saves them money, saves me having to buy it. So got cardboard. We also found on OfferUp a bunch of wood chips, and we went and got a huge truckload. So we put all the cardboard down and then we put wood chips on top of it. So our plan is to kind of spread the wood chips to make aisles and then bring that beautiful compost and make paths through here. So from, you know, this end to that end, having long rows like we had last year, and those worked fine, but we got so many weeds, and that's what the cardboard does. The cardboard keeps the weeds down. Once we get that dirt in this area and then the rest of the beds filled up more, because we have some that are super low, we're going to extend this cardboard into this area over here. We're tearing down our hoop coop. You can see that we've kind of broken it down a little bit. We pulled the tarps off it. We've busted out the nails, so it's just kind of laying there in a hump right now. We haven't decided what we're doing with it yet. We're leaving these cattle panels here for our tomatoes. We might make a couple more rows of tomatoes, but eventually this half of our garden to way over here will also be the raised ground beds. So. So come on in, I'll show you what we got going. So in these beds along the side, we originally planted some carrots, but the carrots didn't come up and other things came up. So we have a couple tomatoes, a plant that the boys got me, and then I believe this is a sunflower, which we've never planted sunflower in there, so who knows. All right, over here, up this side, these are gonna be shelling peas, and then we have a few rows of lettuce, which look amazing. They're a bunching, like a butter lettuce. And then we're not having too much luck down here. There's a few little things. We have some carrots and some bunching onions. Again, they're not looking too hot, but we'll see. All right, so on both sides of this trellis, we have the shelling peas. And then coming on in here, on this side, over here, we have all of our potatoes, and they are looking amazing. This is the bed that essentially was dead. We pulled our potatoes last year. They were super small. All winter long, there were no weeds at all. So a bunch of my homesteading mamas advised me to pull as much of the dirt out as I could and put dirt in, and here we go. We got potatoes like crazy. And then on both sides of this trellis, we have pole beans. So they're gonna climb. We're gonna be picking beans off here. We tried this last year and we had little baby bunnies that came in and kept eating them off. So this year we've been letting our cats in here. Sky's in here right now, checking the place out, making sure there's no bunnies. Since we've been letting the cats in here, we have not had bunny problems. Thank the Lord. Here is my garlic. It does not look as impressive as my friend Amanda, but again, I didn't know what I was doing and I called her and she told me what to do. One of David's friends from work gave us a bunch of onions, so that's what these guys are. And they're looking amazing. We've never really grown onions. They've never done really well. Strawberries. So a lot of my friends, they get their strawberries and they clean them out and they gotta just dump them. Well, I take their strawberry that they pull out of their beds and I put them in this bed. So the really, really big ones I got from a friend, Rami. She was cleaning her bed out. They're from a very old, I think she said they were 7 years old. She had to clean a bunch out, so I got them in here. We got a bunch of little strawberries and they're looking phenomenal. Down here we have a bunch of eating peppers. So these peppers are like a fresh eating pepper. They're bell peppers. We have several different kinds of pepper. My favorite is a purple pepper. It is so good if you've never tried it. They're kind of hard to find, but they're sweet, big crunch. Right. So over here I have a small little hoop. These two beds that I just showed you are actually from my dad. When my dad passed away, we moved them here and they're holding up. I mean, it's cedar. There's a little things that have broken up a little bit, but not too much. So we have attached a cattle panel to this and we're growing our sugar snap peas. And then over here are our spices. So they are our jalapenos. You can see one right here in the front. It's turning. It's got like a deep, 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 deep green, almost black on the end. Super excited about that. And then behind me in the corner, we have a cherry bush. We got it at the end of fall, beginning of fall last year. So this is its first year to actually grow. We have about 3 lilacs, which are one of my favorite flowers. And then behind you, we redid our garden this year and added these raised ground beds. I think we've shown you kind of the process. Well, they're done and they're planted. So these 2 rows have 25 to 30 tomatoes in them. And then this one has about 15. This row has about 6. And then the next row has about 20. So we have several rows of tomatoes. People keep asking, why have so many tomatoes? One, we love salsa. We are mad about salsa. I can't find a good canning salsa recipe. So if you have one, send it my way. The next row, we have about 5 cherry tomato plants and then a couple melons. This is our, I don't know what you are bed because the tags got pulled. So one, there was a windstorm and so they got knocked. So I put them back up and I thought I knew what was what. And then the chickens came up and were knocking stuff off. So they're cucumbers, zucchini, pumpkin, watermelon, and honeydew. And they're growing like crazy, so we did something right. We just don't know what they are. Right here we have some uprights to help our cucumbers grow up, because it's a vine, they can go up. We did it last year on a very small scale, but this year we wanted to go bigger. We canned pretty much all the cucumbers from last year, and they were phenomenal. We ate through them all except for the one that our oldest is going to enter in the fair, because he did do the canning process for them. And so there are 18 cucumber plants, which is crazy to me. In here, again, we took down our duck hoop coop, which literally was right here in this area, and we reconfigured it, took off all the plastic, put it here, and the zucchini plants are gonna grow up and over. You can walk through here. We figure eventually, if we want, we can make another, like, we can put some dirt in the center and grow something in the center. But as of now, we're done. I keep saying that, and then someone will give us a plant of some sort. They're like, here, you need this in your garden. So this row is going to be honeydew, which is one of my favorites. This is cantaloupe, which is David's favorite. Watermelon. I actually recently talked to a friend of mine's son, and he said that there is a watermelon bread for Washington that's got more, that grows better here. So we'll see what happens here. Otherwise, I'm gonna get some seeds from him. And then this row is again, I'm not quite sure what you are. We think they're cucumbers. I was thinking they were pumpkins, but I don't know 100%. And then we have a bed back there that we're gonna start amending for next year. So we've put some of our soil that we got from Lens. We've been dumping our horse stall on there, the goat stall, the chicken coop, things like that. And by the time next summer rolls around, when we're ready to plant again, it should be done enough so that throughout the summer we'll water it and it will start deteriorating. Okay, over here is our vineyard. We have a couple grape plants. This is a table grape. It is like a fresh eating grape. And then this is a Concord grape. My neighbor has a bunch of Concord grapes, and he gave me all his fruit last year, and I juiced it and made tons of juice. We still have probably 25, 30 quarts. So we're the goats got in here, and so we have some fencing. We're moving them. They used to be kind of posts this way, and we're trying to take them that way. So this guy is gonna go this way, kind of cover this, and then this guy's gonna go this way and go here. And then we have a few other ones along the side here, because we figure eventually, you know, it'll kind of shade the driveway when people drive up and things like that, so that the dust from the driveway doesn't blow in the garden as bad. We also have some blueberries. I've been buying them. So in this, well, technically it's a dog coop. We've never used it for dogs. We've used it for cats. We've had goats in it, chickens, ducks, and we've got tons of blueberries coming up, and they're getting pretty big. We have 2 different varieties. So we'll have some sooner, like some late spring, and then some kind of end of summer. All right, guys, so that is our garden. We are so excited about all the produce that is coming. The funny thing is, as we were planting, we'd plant, and then the Lord was kind of saying, grow more, grow more. And it just it expanded into adding probably 12 more beds. So it was just very, listening to the Lord when he said, add more, add more. So I don't know if next year is going to be a horrible year for planting or what, but he just kept saying, add more. So we did. We're trying to be good stewards of what the Lord's given us and listening to what he's telling us to do. So, yeah, all this does need to be preserved too. So stay tuned, because we got lots of preservation coming. All right. From my garden to yours, I hope you guys have an amazing garden season. God bless. See you next time on Cooking on the Farm. Behind us is a huge dirt pile that are we recording?
We are recording.
The red dot's not on.
It says record right there.
Okay. I just walked in a spider web. David is smashing mosquitoes. They go after him like crazy. They just buzz me, but they land on him. And all right, so if you hear water or see water, there is a leak in our hose. It's shooting over. It's a geyser. Woo! I just had a mosquito fly in my eye. And this guy is chasing a bug. I inhaled a bug.
Mosquitoes.
Yep. All right. Grapes.
See you next time on Cooking on the Farm.
See you next.